My name's Klein, and I'm going to teach Brittany and Bilger how to play basketball with some basic fundamental skills. First, we're going to do shooting, defense, and dribbling. Good. Dribbling looks simple enough, but in reality, it can be a difficult task to master. You may want to start by having each player on your team bounce a ball up and down on the court with two hands. Once they get a feel for that, have them do it with one hand. Now here comes the hard part. Have them dribble with one hand without looking at the basketball. This is perhaps the most fundamental skill necessary to be a good basketball player, and it is important to introduce it right away as the youth level. Next comes shooting. Rather than just letting your players aimlessly throw a basketball at the hoop, you should do your best to teach them good shooting form. Start with the feet. A player's feet should be roughly shoulder width apart when preparing to shoot the ball. Good. Next, the player's eyes should be focused on the hoop. Good. With both hands on the basketball, your player should have their shooting and dominant hand behind the ball and balanced hand on the side of the ball. Both elbows are bent. The elbow on the shooting arm should be directly under the ball, forming a 90-degree angle. If the form is good, it's time to shoot. Simply tell your players to push the ball toward the hoop using their shooting hand. The wrist should be flexed to put spin on the ball, and their arms should be straight up in the air. This is called a follow-through, and it's important to hold the follow-through until the ball hits the rim. Once your player gets the hang of shooting the ball, you can move on to defense. Now shoot the ball, and you missed. That's okay. Now try again. Bend. Make sure your feet is even, your arms are bent. Good job. Okay, now we're going to teach Brittany a little bit about defense. When it comes to defense, players need to be able to shuffle their feet side to side. Their feet should be slightly wilder than shoulder width apart and their knees slightly bent. One hand goes up high in the player's line of sight and the other low so it can be used to steal the ball. Simply having your player use this form and move side to side can be a good way to teach them the basic mechanics of playing defense. Keep reading to learn about drills. So when you keep reading about learning about drills, it can help players learn better and use form that they are most comfortable with. Now Brittany is going to show how to do a layout. She's going to use her dribbling skills, and her arms are going to bend, and feet and everything that she learned today. And she's going to try again until she gets it. Yay! And that is the basic fundamentals of basketball.